Back in 1997, I was fresh out of college and landed a job at a mid-sized logistics firm. I was eager, naive, and probably too trusting. My boss, let's call him Rick, was one of those guys who wore expensive suits and talked about loyalty like it was a currency. I admired him at first. That didn't last. 6 months into the job, a shipment went missing. Not just any shipment, electronics worth over $100,000. The company was in panic mode. Rick called me into his office and said he had reason to believe I was involved. No evidence, no investigation, just a gut feeling, he said. I was stunned. I had nothing to do with it. But Rick made it clear, either I resign quietly or face legal action. I was young and scared. I resigned. That accusation followed me. Every job interview after that felt like walking into a courtroom. I couldn't get hired in logistics again. I ended up working odd jobs, bartending, warehouse grunt work, even janitorial gigs. I kept my head down and saved every penny. Fast forward to 2005. I'd scraped together enough to start a small courier business. Just me and a van. I worked 16-hour days, slept in the back of the van sometimes, and slowly built a reputation. By 2010, I had a fleet of 10 vehicles and contracts with several regional suppliers. In 2012, I found out Rick's company was struggling. Turns out he'd been cooking the books for years and the IRS was sniffing around. I smiled but kept my distance. I wasn't done yet. By 2018, my company had expanded nationally. We were lean, efficient, and profitable. Rick's company, on the other hand, was hemorrhaging money. I started buying up their debt through shell corporations, quietly, patiently. In 2023, Rick's company defaulted. I swooped in and bought it for pennies. Walked into the same office where he'd accused me all those years ago. He was still there, older, bitter, and broke. I didn't fire him. That would have been too easy. I made him head of compliance. Gave him a tiny office with no windows. Every report he files comes to me. Every mistake he makes is documented. He knows I'm watching. Last week, I walked past his office and saw him staring at the wall. I didn't say a word, just kept walking. Justice doesn't always come fast, but when it does, it's best served cold and with a corner office view.